Hello, guys. You can call me El Detective. Um, Still with the Canadian spousal sponsorship application. And I have a question here. But before I address this question, I will like you to share this video, share it, let it go viral, like and comment. If you have questions, please go on and submit your questions. Please, I will also want you to send me stars. This will encourage me to continue answering more questions that will help people who really need it. I appreciate everybody who is my followers, my fans. I appreciate you all, and I am looking forward to make sure that your questions are answered. However, I'm going to address this question right now. So please make sure you share this video. Here is the question. This is how it goes. I am just waiting on my background check and stuff to finish on my application. Everything else has been completed. SA, which is sponsor approver. AIP, which is approver in principle. I am a bit worried though, and I am just curious if anyone ever experienced or had ever received a procedural fairness letter. A procedural fairness letter. A procedural fairness letter is a letter that the IRCC, which is Immigration, Refugee and Citizenship Canada, will send to an applicant. Sometimes it doesn't even matter the kind of application. It may not be only spousal sponsorship application. Any of the application that is being processed by the immigration. So when they are processing your application, they get to a point where there is an issue. Maybe they want you to clarify something. Maybe a document is required, in some kind of necessary document, important document is required, or they want you to justify why something happened that you didn't explain it properly. So they will send you a procedural fairness letter. So, and then they may give you 30 days to submit your explanation, and also or submit the proof of what they are requesting or the documents that they are requesting. So the letter of explanation, your proof, documents that they may need in order to finalize your application. So that letter is called procedural fairness letter. So at this point, this applicant stated that everything has been done. So what the applicant means is that biometric is done, eligibility done, which is it has been completed, security check also is done. So it's remaining only the background check. Now, and they are still, working on the background check. They are still doing their verification on or checks that they have to do. So at this point, the applicant is uncertain about how it may come to the finalization of the application. Though everything has been done, but remaining only background check. Is it possible for someone who has already received the AIP, which is approval in principle, is it possible for someone who already have the approval in principle to receive a procedural fairness letter? That is the uncertainty in this issue. However, at this point, to answer this question, as I said, it is a little bit complicated when you are not aware of the immigration law or the procedure that it takes for for the immigration officers to process your application. So that's now in order to answer this question, the answer goes like this. Until an applicant receives the final approval, there is no guarantee. Until you receive or until you have received the final approval of your application, like the letter, they call it E-Corp PR. E-Corp PR. So it is electronic confirmation of your permanent residence. That's it. That's what it means. So until you receive the final confirmation, the final approval there is no guarantee that you will have your permanent residence. So because you don't know what may be an issue in your application. They may come up with an issue and requesting you, to submit documents that are required, like additional documents. So what needs to be done here is that you have to wait until you have your final approval. Because if you don't have the final approval, there is no guarantee. And I will let you know that as long as your background check is the last point that is needed to be completed, you may just want, or it may raise an issue. Maybe they're going through something, they've discovered that you were detained somewhere, arrested somewhere, then you didn't place it in your application. You didn't, list it in your application. And they will write you to say you should explain why you didn't place that information in your application. And then you see, then the issue now is that your application is still pending to be resolved or to be finalized. So that is it. So I would say, they could find issues at any time. So it is not certain. Normally it is not certain. You just have to wait until you receive your final approval. That is the answer of the question. All right? Okay, please share this message, like, comment, and also send me some stars. Encourage me to be doing this, please.